Hello, hello, mic testing. Yeah, my mic is working. Nice. Hello, hello. The channel should be okay enough this way, and a little bit more. Okay, okay. Now I just need to set up my tablet so I can read the comments. Then I will start a stream. Okay. Mm, Stream manager, and yeah, this should be enough. And on YouTube, I need to go to my live section now. And select my channel, then the live one. Yeah, that's live one. Okay. Also in my tablet, live comment section. Yes. Okay. Chat is open on both sides. So yeah, I can now mute the stream so that it doesn't. Okay. So this is Sign with a BH and welcome to my CH. As you can see, I'm going to be playing Genshin Impact right now. So yeah, sit back, relax, and have some snack because it will be a while. Just a second, I will be back in a second. Hmm. Ah, damn, the game froze for some reason. Nice, really nice. Oof. Okay, it's on again. And let me just share my links to some people that wanted to join but couldn't join last time. How do I get my not from here? Nah. Never mind. I'm just gonna share them my Linktree account, I guess. Um Damn, it's taking a while to load the game. Each time I should load the game then start then start the thing though. But yeah, nice. Hmm. So yeah, as for the title you all just read, I'm gonna be finishing up my quest because damn, I have so many extra quests right now. The first and foremost, I will be ending this one. Most probably this was like the I don't really know. Never mind. So yeah, let's just finish it up. Let's do the daily quest first, then let's head for the main quest. Ah, the web. I will do the web even later. Never mind. Let's do the thingies first. How far? 1000. Yasmin, it's in Inazuma. Nice. Okay. Okay, let me just have a message here.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
That will stay on the chat, I think, most probably. I hope.
Want to buy some spices? We have all the usuals, but at affordable prices.
Yeah, it's in the chat, but it's kinda like not visible. Huh. Okay, I need to work on that then. I will work on that later, but yeah, I will have to work on that. Okay, nice.
We're way
Not
behind
nice, but
schedule.
nice.
Out of all my commissions, I
You know what? In like the side quest, the travel is more like
way behind schedule.
talkative than the main quest, because there's so many voice lines for him in most of the side quests, but for some reason there's almost like no voice lines in the main quest. I don't know why. And where am I going? Okay. Conserve energy so that I can jump over. Ah, there are some events going on on reality. Huh. Well, I'm not really know what I should join. Ah, damn, my I didn't saw my what is called again? What is called again? Stamina. Yeah. Susan, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy your stay here. So yeah, I'm playing Genshin Impact right now, and yeah, sit back, relax, and have some snacks because it will be a while till I end all of my what is it called again? Quest? Yeah,
We're
quest.
way behind schedule.
Nice. Ah. Wait, these things now give Dendro now? Ah. Nice. I mean, not nice, but yeah, nice. Yeah, it's a maze. People would use pyro for this thing, but yeah. Nice. Damn. Wait. Ah, it's like a Thela gari. Nice. Ah, damn, I'm using. Never mind. I don't really know the English of that word though. So yeah. Okay, this commission is done. Next one. Ah, I haven't. Oh yeah, I have to like drain the water there. Nah, I don't really know how to do that. So yeah, wait. Nah, I thought that was a border. Damn. I thought that was a border for some reason. Yep, that should notify people that I'm actually like streaming from my PC, not my phone.
Next on the agenda.
Okay, can I glide to there, or do I have to like I have to use a vine? Okay. Slow and steady. Never mind. Just be careful so that I don't slip down. Ah, chest.
We're way behind
Ah, damn,
schedule.
I'm gonna die.
Get propagate! Germinate!
Speed of light. Incoming. With sword comes shadow.
Yes, welcome back to the stream.
Propagate!
Wait, when did you join? Ah, you're talking about last day, nah? Okay.
Becomes
Nice.
the hunted.
Yeah, as you see, I'm playing Genshin Impact today again. So yeah, sit back, relax, and have some snacks because like it will be a while till I end my
Board
stream.
on the road.
It'll be a while. I mean like by that, most probably at like near 12 p.m. Yeah, near 12 p.m. Nah, AM. Sorry,
Access denied.
it's night. Nah, it will be AM, not PM.
Barbados, guide us.
Propagate!
Lorex Lapis, born of ice and frost.
You want this? I'll be
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Okay.
Now you're testing my patience.
will meet
Incoming. Hey! No touching. Speed of light. Good. Incoming.
Never mind. It's done. I guess like people just came by to say hi and they left, most probably. AM. Okay. Let me see if I can like unlock that teleport waypoint. Most probably it's that one. That's the underwater one. I don't really know how to get in that portion. So yeah, it's the underwater one. Is it still underwater? Didn't I? No, I haven't done that. Okay. What am I supposed to do? I don't really know. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I will come back here later. Most probably I will know after I done some of the like main quest. But yeah. Also, this place has been like this place is almost going to be unlocked. Nah. Okay. Wait, search for players. Ah, okay. I know what it means now. Let's get to the last two side quest, daily quest. Here. Oh. Damn, that's fast. That's fast. I will catch it. Nah. Yeah, catch it. Caught it. Not catch it. Sorry. There's nothing to do here. Okay, the last one. Ah, damn. Okay, done. Nice. I see a chest. Let's get a chest first. Then let's go for the main quest. Damn, someone just fell. Someone just fell from there. Okay, he died.
Blaze over.
Ah, damn, that wasn't intentional. That wasn't intentional. I wanted to press W, but I pressed like a Q instead. Nice. I know the job is done though.
Beautiful treasures
Huh?
are a cause for great happiness.
Ah, okay. Wait. Isn't that supposed to be a like daily quest?
We're way behind schedule.
It's a random encounter here. Nice. Okay. So let's do the main question right now. Wait, is that a Dendroculus? That's a Dendroculus. Okay, let's go that direction first. I have an electro character, so I think we should be able to get the Dendoculus right now.
Don't blink.
Yep, got it. And then let's get to the Adan. Morax, welcome to the stream. This is Cyan with a BH and thank you for coming to my CH. As you can see, I'm playing Genshin Impact right now. So yeah, sit back, relax and have some snacks because it will be a while till I end my stream. Damn. Wait, we have to get inside the academia. Yeah, we have to get inside the academia, okay? Or not? Nah, I'm not. I mean, we can't really climb up to the place now. That's the biggest problem here. If we try to climb up, there are like so many like obstacles that either you will fall to your death or either you will like be lost on where to go. Now where? So sticking to the path is better than like going random everywhere.
Way better to skip harness stuff so I can go home.
Damn, it's a long road, Roy. It's a long road. Okay, this will be, I think, yeah, that this will be Nahida's quest. Okay. Nah, wait, this will be, I think this is the Balladier's quest. Most probably. Yeah, it's the Balladier's quest. Okay.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are.
Ah, Otto.
Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be lacked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Damn.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean, he's not a Harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
He tossed you out like a trash. Nice.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. And also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Damn.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you serious about this? Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit. Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that? Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and
Marine,
should be
welcome to
able
the
to find it
stream.
more
As you can
quickly.
see, I am playing Genshin Impact right now. So yeah, sit back, relax, and have some like snacks or something. Because it will be taking some time before I'm ending the stream.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him! I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside. Great.
Okay.
Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
So we are going to get inside the domain, basically. So yeah, we can't really like
Wow,
get out of
it's
it
pretty
midway.
different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Shut
Maybe
your
seat
beak,
you.
jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Fine, let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
I don't really understand
Is
if
this a small
he's trying to
sapling?
get become a better person, or if he's like
darn
still
it!
like the same
Come
kind
on,
of
let's
person.
catch up with him.
So a domain inside a domain, nice.
Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul. Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Because you're Paimon, what do you think?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Damn,
Let's go.
This sounds
Stay
like
close.
a sting operation
Don't go
right
running
now.
off.
Hey, so
Yeah,
we
one of
did
those like
go running off
Call of
in
Duty
here.
lobbies.
What would
Call of Duty
happen?
missions.
What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Okay. What if I go this way? What will happen? Ah, there's nothing to go there. Okay, nice. And he just stopped walking. So yeah, it doesn't really change anything.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
What if I do touch them? What will happen? Nothing really happened.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
Welcome to the stream, Zoro. I hope you enjoy your stay. As you can see,
Lesser
I'm
Lord
playing
Kusanali.
Genshin Impact. So yeah,
Good, you made
sit
it.
back, relax, and have some
Are you
snacks
ready?
because it will be a while
Ready when you are.
till I end like
Then
a
please
quest.
begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers. Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
I mean, that's no like brainer though. If you have like played the last Archon quest.
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. turns out he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Gese got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't
Because you're
insult
floating
me.
around
You're having a
a
private
lot.
conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation. Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Yeah, every hard conversation is hard work for him. Like he's a like what should I say? He's like a trap. Nah, not a trap. He's like a paper. Those jalapeno peppers. You might like it, but it's really, really spicy. I guess. That might sound wrong out of context, but yeah, never mind.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement! You have to share it with us!
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Whoa!
Damn. Okay, we are getting inside the memory. Okay, nice.
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa,
Wait.
and indeed, everyone
Isn't
else.
that
Under
that
your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown, all passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams, Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma. And it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked.
Damn.
I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
Never show your back onto your enemies. That's like
You're a
Heroine
little
101.
smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well. At
Dazai,
least for the
welcome to the
first few
stream.
days. But to
As
my
you can see, I'm playing
surprise,
Genshin
you had your
Impact.
people look into
So
my
yeah,
background
you
right
can
from
sit
the
back,
start.
relax, and have some snacks
It's a
because
long journey from
it will be
Inazuma
a
to
while
Fontaine,
till, like, I
but that
finish
didn't
the
stop them.
quest.
Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that
Oh,
I was
I
not
have a
from Fontaine
mustache.
at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity and what I seek in Tatara Suna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
Damn.
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
Damn.
Fatui?
Damn. That's like
What
the
do you
doctor
want?
without the mask.
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it? That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
Damn.
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people. The only ones who think like that are people like you.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa? Already dead. What a pity.
Damn.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Ah, damn. So this is how like the balladeer was like being prepared. Huh.
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore. Dottore!
Okay, the dialogue was like too fast for the cutscene.
Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine? But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so. But it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Let's give him some space. He looks
That's an
really
interesting
mad.
thought, though.
Paimon doesn't want to
That's
be
a really
anywhere near
interesting
him
thought,
right
though.
now.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the kabuki mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject.
Damn.
After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
I mean, he only like believes in experiments. So if an experiment can benefit him, he will do that. He doesn't
Yes.
really regard any
Only
human
if he
like
understands this
anybody's
can he
life
choose a new
for
path
that
forward.
matter. So yeah, this is sad, not gonna lie.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Ah, I thought I will fall if I go there. Nice.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend. It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here.
Yeah, that was the bonus part, huh?
But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Not expected, but still, thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
What does...
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me. Give me your hand.
So what's gonna happen?
Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Damn.
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened?
He got his answer.
I saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Wait, is he trying to erase his
From
own
this day
existence?
forth, the names Balladeer and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist.
Huh?
Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer!
Okay,
Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come
Not
on, we
good.
gotta find him somehow.
not good at all.
He's really gone!
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Palladir, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladier's fault. He shut you out!
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Okay. Are we outside
We're
of domain?
out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
That's a good course
He
of
wants
action,
to
but
change the
still, like,
past? But surely that's impossible!
it happened 2 times. What do you mean by it's? Oh yeah, he doesn't know now.
Right! You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it. So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Ooh, Paimon's so confused. Huh? Ah!
Damn.
Sorry, Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladier's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Nice.
Erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh.
Nice.
Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Most probably, but not. I can't really say that.
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight. So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our
Paimon
mind
is
off
Paimon,
things?
as I always say.
Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here.
Where does
Alright,
all those
Paimon will
food
start.
goes in you, though?
First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers
What's happening now?
Um. Hmm? Hmm. What are we... What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again?
Okay, I think the data in the history has been deleted.
Hmm?
Yeah?
The Balladeer?
Yeah.
Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name, though. What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something. Hmm? Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Yeah, now it's not the time to explain. Is it like going to be a paradox now? Because according to spoilers, he doesn't really like cease existence. But also like I'm not sure. Let's get to the like the adventure really fast.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, Neru, welcome to the stream. Ah, damn, I need water. So yeah, sit back, relax, and have some snack because I'm playing some Genshin Impact. Nah, I'm just like as no one is like in the chat, so yeah, I was just like disabled the chat for a while. You're lucky that I saw your chat. You're lucky that I just saw your chat in time. Wait. Okay, my mic is working. Nice. I thought my mic is not working for a while. In one of my streams, a while back, I actually didn't like didn't remember that I have to like open my mic. My mic was like closed. So like I was like talking in the stream, but no one would ever like would be able to like hear it, as there was no one in the stream mostly. I couldn't knew that there was my mic wasn't working, and so yeah, I was like muted for 30 minutes in my own stream. Like I was like trying to make the stream enjoyable, even if like there is no one in the stream now.
Made it! I'm an
A silent stream is a bad stream.
Ah,
That's all.
it's been a while. Of course.
I mean,
Go
if
ahead.
there's like a cutscene going on, then yeah, then if I'm quiet, it's okay. But if there's no cutscene, then yeah, I should like try to make it enjoyable at least for people that just like watch it later, after the stream is ended.
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting.
I played till like
Very well.
12:15.
I'll tell you what I know once more.
Yes, Mizu, welcome to the stream.
The once
As you can
renowned
see, I'm playing
Raiden
Genshin Impact
Gokuden,
again. So yeah, sit back, relax,
comprised
and
of
have some
5
snacks.
branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced
Volume
by
of the
these 5
stream
clans
so that you can hear me,
was
hear
first
my
taught to them
responses.
personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most
Yeah,
of the
mic
great
testing,
swordsmith
mic testing.
clans of
Can you
old
hear me?
have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the
Yeah, I linked
Aminoma
that to the
branch
stream, so yeah.
kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2
Yeah,
clans
until my
remain
like
of the
live
original
2D
Gokuden
avatar is
5.
done. I will be
If
using
my
this.
memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh, yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me
Ah,
for
nice. You
most
got
of my
Kazuha
life.
as a first 5-star.
All these years, I knew of
Okay,
those great
Mizu,
clans' demise.
I hope you have
but
an
never the
enjoyable
cause.
day ahead. I mean, like there's not
Only
too much
recently,
time in the day.
when the question
today.
was on my mind, did I
yeah.
ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a
You
disaster.
meet a streamer, and what happened?
Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging
Like
and
you meet a
smelting
streamer
operation in that
in
day.
real life, or like
And
on
overseeing
YouTube
it
or Twitch?
was the
or
armory
somewhere
officer.
else?
His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out.
Ah, okay.
The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a
damn.
drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Damn. Okay. Yeah, the past has changed somehow in this world now. did he really like? Nah, according to the like, I have been spoiled with the story to an extent. So as far as I know, like the Balladeer didn't died or didn't like cease existence. So what did he did then?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea.
Also, like
He
you're
seemed well.
on your side, Neru. Like you didn't did anything wrong though. Like sometimes it's better to like sometimes it's better to like let your emotion get out, to be honest. Like a little bit crying time to time is better than like having your all of your emotions pent up inside your like heart. So yeah, don't you don't really have to like feel bad for that. Sometimes it's better to like let your emotion like spile away, and being there was the right thing to do at that time.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Yeah, that's how it like it is though. Sometimes crying is better than like just like keeping it in inside of you. Which one? D. Ah, okay.
This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while. If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is
damn.
standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think?
I mean,
Shall
she
we go
might
in?
take some time to message you back, though. She might take some time because, like, that kind of stuff is kind of awkward to face again. Not gonna lie, because I have been there at times with some of my friends. So yeah, she might take like 1 or 2 days to respond back to you.
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
I will say his voice doesn't really match with his like
Hello,
body.
dears. Is there something you want to say? Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits
I mean,
to
you're
some
worried that,
local
if she's okay or
organizations on the
not. Nah, that's
Commissioner's
okay, though.
behalf. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed.
I mean, if you
Although,
listen
he
to
does
it
seem to
properly,
be in a
you
rather
might
good
like
mood these days.
recognize her voice.
So pretty much
Because the same
business
voice
as
actor has
usual
like
in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
voiced a lot of
Very much
female
so.
characters. So yeah, most of the side characters sound same. Not gonna lie. Sometimes like some side character have like the same voice actor with the
Well,
same like accent.
Got any more
So,
questions?
especially the event quest, even like the what are those called again? What kind of event again? The special event one. I don't know what to say. Never mind. Let's just finish the game.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for
Nah, not
you
World
to come
Quest.
and visit
The
more
event quest.
often.
Those event
But
quests.
I'm sure you must be far
The
too
limited
busy
time event
to have
quests.
time
I
for
forgot
that.
what those called.
Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all. I mean it. Whenever the commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always
Yeah, I'm also
find
sleepy.
myself
I
at
will
my
end the
most
stream really
relaxed
fast
when
though.
I'm serving
I just
the
want
two
to
of
know what
them
happened.
and listening
That's why I'm
to
still
them
playing.
chat away. The commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say it's
Then
because
sleep, man.
Toma's a
Then
much
sleep.
better chef
And like
than most.
ah, damn, nice.
Oh, the commissioner is so fond
Good
of
luck with the
home
exam then.
comforts.
Good luck with the
They
exam.
get to talking about you sometimes
Nice.
too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way one would talk about dear old friends around whom one can truly be themselves. Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. Whenever the whole family gets together and they start talking about people they've met and experiences they've had, you always get a mention. It's been many years now since the late Mr. and Mrs. Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time. As someone who is old and gray enough to have watched their son and daughter grow up, it makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much. So, in
Or you
the
can just like
future,
go
if
like
you ever
Janken
do
Po
have the time,
decide which answer will
please
be
know you are
correct
always
answer.
very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. There will always be at least one old lady who would be delighted to have the pleasure of your company. Wonderful. Thank you.
Paimon likes it here too. Also, you were saying something about the food here being really great. Paimon's itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon. Ideally around dinner time.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next? Great! Goodbye, ma'am! Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
In one of my like environmental studies exam, there was like a 30 marks of MCQ questions. And one after another, like 5 questions had like answered on C, the option C, and the 6th one I was like, is it C? Is it really C again? Is this a trick question? Because I know the answer is C, but I can't be sure because the last 5 question was C. Damn, this is some kind of like this is some kind of Konmane Karopati kind of thing here. Oof. This is some cooperative kind of thing here. The, I need the 50-50 option here. Where am I going? Why am I like running away from somewhere to somewhere? I don't know. I haven't taken the daily commission like rewards. Damn, nice. What is that? Oh, okay.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Xavier, what are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
I mean, as I'm streaming, I'm actually like playing the game now, because I haven't been playing the game for a while because of like my work and all. As I can like now mirror my like phone on my PC, I might do meme reading on stream now, a proper meme reading on stream. I will collect some memes and like port them on my browser so that I can show them on stream, and I will be reading memes on stream. Okay, man, just remember to study at least some parts so that you can pass the exam. And yeah, go and sleep because you have a long day ahead tomorrow. See ya, man, and have a nice day. Have a nice like night ahead.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before.
Yeah, good night anniversary.
Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here. Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on!
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned. Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you.
I mean, like,
Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you. Hey, don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
okay, if this is the finale, then okay. Otherwise, I would be like ending the stream because I'm literally feeling sleepy right now. I'm not joking. Let's get the daily reward.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for
Okay, can I do a 10 pool right now? I don't think so. No, I can't. Nice. Okay.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
Again, if they're going to be making me read a long passage, so yeah, I'm going to be really
It's the
sleepy.
same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatara Suna, huh? Should we join them?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh? Oh, of course.
Ah, damn. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be long thing, like. It's about yokai, a foreign mechanic. And
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
yeah, I'm not going to be reading all that, but yeah.
Well, what do you think?
It's a masterpiece.
Hey,
Nice.
Traveler, remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma, so how about we tell them what we learned?
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. but that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. See ya.
I mean, take
Keep us in the
Mora.
loop if you find out anything else.
Take Mora from them, na?
Will do.
It's Inazuma. Everything, every kind of knowledge can like be told.
Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma.
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name.
Yeah, the whole like name has been like deleted.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me? Traveler?
Record keeper, nice name.
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well...
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this.
Okay,
But
this
I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it.
this whole information right now that been bombarded at me, it opens a lot of can of worms right now. Not gonna lie, because like if someone can really like delete their existence from this world by manipulating the Irminsul, then there might be some character that no one knows about, and yet they still like remains in this plane of existence, and the like those like descenders that we're talking about, most probably their data has been deleted from the Irminsul also. That's why there's no data on them on Irminsul. But those are like theories mostly. So yeah.
The Traveler comes from a world beyond Tevat. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
Yeah, that actually gave him the answer he wanted.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them
Peaches,
as
welcome
friends
to the
again.
stream. I hope you
He
enjoy your
couldn't keep
stay.
hating humans
As you
after
can see,
that.
I'm playing Genshin Impact
And
right now. So
if
yeah,
he thought
sit
there
back,
was a
sit
chance
back,
he could
relax,
save his
and have
old
some
friends,
snacks.
it would be
And
hard
yeah, I'm
not
going
to
to stop
try.
talking.
The story makes sense. Every part of it. The balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the balladeer?
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Past, nice.
Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the kabuki mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered Irminsul.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin."
Damn.
The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Damn. I mean, that's a perfect description of Baladier's story though, so yeah.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the Baladier story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use.
Huh.
I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Baladier agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahida's right. Cheer up! How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy
Damn, Paimon's
conversation
always
again
like,
later.
Let's eat. Food.
Good
food,
idea.
Eat. That's why like, people talk,
why don't
call
you take him
call
out
her
for a
that.
walk to clear his head?
Emergency food.
You got it! Come on, Traveler! You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits. It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that, but Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Okay, I will be playing the rest of them at like a Friday, right? Yeah, Friday. Because I'm really sleepy right now and I can't really like keep my eyes open now. So yeah, thank you for coming to my stream. And yeah, this is San with a BH and I will be signing off soon. Just let me like check if I have collected everything or not. Yeah, I collected everything. Thanks for coming.